Hello, everybody. Good afternoon, good morning, whatever it is to you. This cover for the guys. I'm your host, Marquise. I got Terrance here with me. How you doing today, Terrance?
What up, everybody? Excited about this week, first week, being done with the division. So ready to start getting to some news and more debates.
Yeah, honestly, that's exciting because I feel like we was running on that division task for a
Oh,
minute.
yeah, that was a task. Like you said, that was a task.
Bro, because we were looking up different things to do with the teams, like exactly what they had going on, pro football focus grades, like going through their schedule. I think was the most annoyingest thing because
Yeah,
normally I don't look at everybody's schedule unless it's my team and a couple other
oh,
teams.
that's a fact. That's a fact. I don't care about nobody else's team. What we doing every Sunday is all I care about.
Exactly. We was running through everybody's schedule. Like I'm looking at the Jet schedule. Like I don't even care what these boys do at all. Like why am I looking at this? That's crazy. But
Terrible.
nah. So you got the two of us today. I guess this is the cousin podcast tonight. Nick is out. He's getting ready to move, do a little traveling for work, relocation type deal. Coming back to good old Florida, I guess. If it's
Yeah.
good nowadays, who knows?
Hopefully we can
But
rock this thing out for y'all tonight.
yeah, hopefully we get y'all going and you stay tuned with us. But so we'll get it started with the first quarter, the news segment, as we like to call it. We had a lot of news going on in the last week and a half. It's been crazy, to be honest. I'm shocked. So much stuff happened. You had injuries, you had scuffles, you had just all types of like mishap going on. It doesn't make sense. But to get started out in Tampa, Bruce Arians and Tom Brady were upset with practice last week. Terrance, they got a reason to be upset?
I mean, for me, I feel like, training camp is essential to start developing chemistry. But honestly, for people like Bruce Arians or Tom Brady, I don't feel like it's necessarily like an end all for them because like Tom has been in the game 20 years at this point as far as the NFL. Then obviously Bruce Arians is a vet as well. So at the end of the day, I feel like people like that don't need training camp as much as the rookies, as much as a player coming to their sophomore season or something like that. You know, for the better players, like how many players you see sitting out because a
Veterans
contract
days.
situation or all kind of stuff. They sitting out all the time. So I feel like honestly, this is really for maybe the quarterbacks to get back in the groove. Feel like the skill players gonna still do what they do. Like Mike Evans, AB, and Cron, they gonna do what they do. So I feel like honestly, it's for the guys that's trying to make the team or trying to carve out some kind of role. But I mean, they have chemistry already from last year, so I'm not sure if they, need to be upset about it. But I mean, I can understand where they're coming from. But for guys that's like generational talent, I don't feel like, it really makes that big of a deal.
I feel like it's for Brady. He can be more uptight about it because he's been there and won back to back, and then been there where he's won and he's trying to go back to back.
Yeah, you're
So I
right.
think for him out of anybody makes all the sense because he's had the target on his back where he's won one. He's trying to come
Mm-hmm.
back. He's done the back to back. Like he understands. Like oh no, like we got to be this sharp or no. And you can't say it's not like that for him because he's won what 7 Super Bowls.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, you got to look at his mentality. Like you said, I understand his mentality. Like we understand when he on the field, he's a psychopath. So I feel like
Yeah.
for I understand definitely where he's coming from because, like you said, he's the type of person that definitely he knows the ins and outs of the whole offense and everything like that. He understands the importance of you running the right route on every play. Or if you need to be here, you need to make this block. That's what you need to be doing. So I feel like I can understand where he's coming from for sure because especially getting towards the latter years of his career, he definitely wants to. He's trying to go out with a bang, like you said. I feel like at this point, it is important for sure. But for like I said, for guys like a Tom Brady, who okay, arguably the GOAT, I don't feel like it's that big of a deal for somebody like that because you look at it, he came in no offseason last year and won a Super Bowl with Tampa.
It literally Jit could retire today. He fine. He could literally hang it up today. I'm good.
That's what I'm saying. So that's why I say I don't know. Like I can understand them being upset about it, but on the other hand, I'm like, do you
But
really need to be upset?
it's just one practice too. But
Yeah.
back to what I was saying. I just get like what Tom is like just winning so many times and understanding like the mindset. So I kind of get where he's coming from with
For
it.
sure, for sure.
But that leads into my other question. Do you think media and fans make too big of a deal about training camp? And before you answer, for me, I personally think they do. Like
Definitely.
you've played sports at the next level. We both played sports our whole lives growing up. Like if my coach was really like, or like if I can imagine like someone's dad at a summer league game making a big like deal about a summer league game, I'd be so annoyed. Like I'd be like, bro, shut up. Like this game, maybe we get a trophy, or maybe they just give us some Gatorade because we won. Like
Yeah.
ain't nothing happening. Like
Oh, I definitely feel you on that. It definitely make a big deal out of it. Like if you look at it, like once you get to that level, everybody is pretty much everybody's nice. So I feel like even once you get to that level, you're not even going full speed anyway. Like,
exactly. Yeah, I feel like you're half stepping in the way. Like you're going through the motions, trying to get like
yeah,
precise motions down, like precise movements down.
that's it. I mean,
Like
you practicing on them all summer. Maybe you try to learn this new move. Okay, now I have somebody opposite me. Now I can try to put that move on them. But in reality, they're not going 100% anyway. Like, and honestly, that's probably why the safety just got cut from the Panthers to where he hit the Kirkwood up high in the head as he was going for a pass. And prayers go up to him. Hope for a speedy recovery and nothing serious as far as injuries, but they're not going 100%. So,
but
yeah.
they have like guidelines for the DBs and stuff, like of what they're like, where to touch them, and that brings up another point into Marlon Humphreys. He got kind of done in by the rookie.
Mm-hmm.
Rashard Bateman kind of got him. But I'm not that big on it because I told a lot of people, I was telling, like it's training camp. Like I was like, Marlon Humphreys is probably the most not the most physical. He's probably up there with Jalen Ramsey. Like they bump dudes, like they're hitting them right away. Like they're not, hey, I'm not gonna touch you type, or like they're in the dude's chest, like
face,
touching them. Yeah. So like you're telling them, okay, do this training camp and you can't touch them. Like, of course, like you hit him with a move, a double move, like you're gonna get more separation because they ain't touching you.
But the thing is, you look at it too. Same thing with that is when you're looking at these plays like that, for example, D line not going 100%, O line not going 100%, and then even if per se, let's say the D lineman gets through, I got a clean shot at the quarterback, can't hit him. So
exactly, you're just running by him.
Step up in the pocket, do whatever, and throw the pass. And in reality, that pass probably wouldn't happen. So, that's what I was saying about the 100% thing too, is that it's just so many factors that I feel like, even stuff like that, to where like, okay, the end result probably wouldn't even happen because he would have got sacked or
exactly
pushed out the pocket or whatever.
It's good repetition, but let's not kid ourselves. Like exactly what's going down. Like,
for sure.
Don't kill me, Ravens flock. I'm happy to see him. I'm happy to see Rashard Bateman cooking. Like I'm glad he's getting all these reps in, but I got a lot of faith in Marlon Humphreys, and I don't like he done lined up against some dogs at receiver.
Yeah.
And I ain't gonna lie to you, Marlon Humphreys plays so physical. He damn near be holding a majority of the time, bro, because he be all up into somebody. So like, majority of the time he's all over it, but. It's just, like we said, training camp.
You gotta like it though. You gotta like it.
Oh yeah.
At the end of the day, they're both getting reps. I mean, he's a first rounder guy, so obviously he's got talent. So going up against a guy who's already proven himself as a top quarterback in the NFL, going up against him all the time is going to make him a dog too. So
they're gonna sharpen iron for sure.
Yeah, like for sure. And ain't like he got like I want to go against Marlon Humphrey. No, like. You got two dogs out there. Marcus Peters and Marlon Humphrey. Pick your poison. So it ain't like, I don't want to go against him. I want to go against him. Because you got two dogs. Wherever you go, he gonna get nice. So as the season progresses, watch. He gonna get nice.
Yeah, I'm excited to see how it goes. We had some tragedy that struck Indy. Carson Wentz, he has to undergo foot surgery. He's probably gonna miss 5 to 12 weeks. He wanted to just take it day by day, just stay off the foot, rest it. And I honestly didn't think that was the right take because you needed the surgery because obviously you put too much pressure on the foot.
Yeah.
And then you didn't want to make another injury because you were, what am I trying to say? Like
babying it pretty much.
Yeah, you were babying it or you were lying. You were overcompensating for another, a different, I don't know, toe maybe or something, or foot. Like, who
Yeah.
knows what could have happened. But he's out 5 to 12 weeks. But the other thing is Quentin Nelson has a similar injury.
Mm-hmm.
That's the starting. I think he plays
It's
left
huge.
guard for him. That's
Yeah.
huge.
Yeah, it's huge.
He's the best. He's the best guard in the league. So
Yeah.
like, what do you like? What do you feel about the whole situation Andy got going on? What do you think about Wentz?
So listen to this. So, like you said, they both have similar injuries out for 5 to 12 weeks. So it's huge for the Colts. But guess who was even bigger for low key?
Philly.
Yes. So here's why. So it's big for the Eagles. For any Eagles fans checking us out right now, check out why this is huge for y'all. So Philly received a third rounder in 2021 and a conditional second rounder in 2022, which is tied to Carson Wentz's performance, and it could become a first round pick. That's huge. So him being out 5 to 12 weeks, like, at this point, it's starting to look like, okay, we might not get that first rounder due to obviously him being injured. His performance ain't gonna be up to par. Get that.
He got to play correct me if I'm wrong. Don't he got to play a certain number of snaps or percentage of the games for them to get that?
But it's based on his performance, though.
Oh Lord, I don't know.
It's huge. It's huge
for a team like them. Like, that's just tough to see. Like, they're good all around. Like, you don't. They finally seem to get the quarterback thing solved with Wentz, bringing him back. He got his old offensive coordinator. You're thinking, all right, this is gonna work, and then tragedy strikes. I don't know. I guess we'll see what they got planned. But we have some other news out in Kansas City. I'm actually excited about this news. Chris Jones is going to be playing more defensive end this year. The Chiefs were talking about it. I was watching it on NFL Network. It's more of a result, so they can have him, Jaron Reed, Frank Clark, and I think they got another defensive tackle. I can't say his name. All of them on defense at the same time, so they're not switching out for different sets. Everybody's on the field, all those downs. Now, I think honestly, because Chris Jones is such a big dude, they talk about him slimming down. He loses weight. Like, Aaron Donald plays all over the defensive line.
Yeah.
So just imagine, I'm not saying he's Aaron Donald, but just imagine like you get lighter and you can move around like that and just be on one, wreaking havoc on either side. Teams can't just game plan for you to be in one spot.
Yeah, I mean, he's proven that he's a dominant player. So for me, I feel like you said, this is huge for him. Definitely could boost his numbers. And then for the Chiefs, it's obviously huge because they haven't gotten much from edge defenders. And then during the offseason, whether it be, free agents or drafting, I mean, they haven't really done much to fix the issue. So end of the day, to be able to put all your playmakers on the field at one time, move someone who maybe he gets more one-on-ones on the outside because, as they're trying to run those power plays and stuff like that, it could be doubling the nose or the tackle or whatever. Potentially, on passing plays, maybe he gets his one-on-ones. And I feel like moving out there, I definitely feel like will help him see maybe potentially more one-on-one matchups. And, he probably will win a lot of those matchups and more quarterback pressures, more sacks. So I think his numbers will be boosted this year, for sure.
For sure, because you're essentially going to have him and Frank Clark coming off the edge instead of just Frank Clark himself. So you look at that, like that is probably going to be scary for some teams. Frank Clark might not be enormous in the sack column for, I don't know, your fantasy league, if you play the fantasy league where you pick a defensive player. Yeah. But the fact that Kansas City is going to have that pressure with him and Jones on each side, someone's numbers is going to increase for sure.
Definitely, for sure. I mean, I feel like Chris Jones' numbers are definitely going to increase. I mean, all he's been doing is staying consistent and getting better and better every year. So I feel like his numbers will definitely increase this coming season, moving to be in. So, we'll see when the time comes. We'll see.
Yeah, to keep it rolling. Finally, this happened. I know the Ravens were waiting on it. Ravens fans were talking about this on Twitter. I haven't heard this the last 2 months, it seems like. Justin Houston signed. He's going to be a Raven.
Mm-hmm. How do you personally feel about that, though, being a Ravens fan?
I'm mixed about it because we got the talent out the draft. We got a young outside rusher for us. Mm-hmm. I don't know. I can't say his name. I'm terrible at names, so I ain't even want to try to say his name right. But we signed Justin Houston, and I just feel like we keep doing this where we sign a pass rusher that's either outside their prime or we get stuck with a guy.
Uh-huh.
I feel like Justin Houston is good. He got 8 sacks for Indy last year. The year before he got 11 with Indy. So I mean, yes, he can be consistent. Judon, I think the most sacks Judon got for us was maybe 11. So the fact is, we don't ever have a guy that is going to get a lot of sacks for us, which is crazy. I don't get we need
Yeah.
a pass rusher going against Cleveland. When Baker falls back and he's into like play action, we kind of need a
Mm-hmm.
sack. Yeah, like Judon, his whole career in Baltimore, his most was 9. So like the fact that we got stuck because we tagged him and
Yeah.
we were stuck in that rabbit hole. Like I'm excited because maybe he helps the younger guys, of course. But then I'm also like, I wish you guys we didn't splash a receiver to go sign anybody a receiver.
Yeah.
Please go sign someone or trade or I just feel like I don't know, they're trying to bargain too much.
Yeah. I mean, I
We're
definitely feel you. I mean, but the biggest thing I feel like with Justin Houston is he does bring that pass rush, that intensity pretty much on like the passing downs. So I feel like for him, over with the Colts, I believe it was 95% of passing downs he was in. And I mean, he's been efficient on the passing downs,
yeah,
being
8
a quarterback.
sacks.
And he was only playing like 65% of the snaps, but 95% of the passing down. So I feel like, I mean, it definitely does give you an advantage on passing downs, but yeah, I feel like he has to play a similar role that he was in Indy. Like, I mean, at this point in his career, he can't play every snap. So for him, coming in, second and long, third down.
We're rocking this old man line, bro. We got Calais Campbell, we got Brandon Williams, we got Derek Wolfe. Now we got Justin Houston. I'm not upset with it because veterans play good, especially in situations they got the experience. But
Yeah,
I
for
just
sure.
wish if we didn't splash a receiver like we thought we were, we got Rashad Bateman, but we didn't go get like Rashad Bateman. Everybody's putting all the eggs in the basket. He's gonna be the number
Yeah.
one. I wish we would have gambled on a linebacker or like a rusher and just been like,
Mm-hmm.
we're gonna get you. Like I don't know who you could have got. Even if you would have got not JJ Watt because he's overpriced, but
Yeah.
somebody that you could have just been like, hey, we want to bring you in or we'll trade for you, like Danielle Hunter on Minnesota. I feel like
Yeah.
you could probably pry him from Minnesota because at some point Minnesota's gonna have to pay him.
I
And
feel
I
like if
wouldn't
y'all would
feel
have made a splash, you'd have had to do it early on. Because even with like some of the signings, they were going early. Like
quick, yeah.
like Belichick was on it early. Like what Henry Anderson or whatever, he was like the best graded, or it was Godcho, one of the two, was the best graded against the run in the league last year. So like to get those guys, I feel like if you're gonna get them, you got to go quick, like early. So I feel like y'all should have definitely made a splash early on.
Like Hendrickson from the Saints, he went to the Bengals. Like they overpaid for him, so I'm not mad about it. But
Yeah.
like it would have been nice if we tried to go get him. I don't know, maybe we did try, but it's just I'm getting used to it in a way. They gonna bargain shop for sure. Ain't no problem with it. We've definitely done it
I
and
mean,
been successful.
y'all could have went to like a team like a Saints, like you said, too. For I mean, they in cap hell, so they probably
Yeah,
would have gave y'all somebody for like second, third rounder or something like that, like a
yeah,
Malcolm
like
Brown. Obviously, you ain't Cam Jordan that cheap,
yeah. I mean,
but
I just feel like there's some players we could have probably got, but who knows? We'll see how it plays out. But so speaking of the Eagles, they got some, a little tragic news. Nothing too major, I don't think, but it's definitely something considering preseason's about to be around the corner. Devontae Smith, their first round number round pick, he's expected to miss 2 to 3 weeks with a sprained MCL. I can't talk, but he's expected to miss 2 to 3 weeks. How you thinking? Like I hate this because people gonna say it's because he's so skinny. I hate this.
yeah. But honestly, that really don't have nothing to do with it. For me, I feel like it's a rough start. But at the end of the day, I feel like I said, like he's a ball player. Like, the guy just won the Heisman. And we've seen the type of skill that he possesses. So I don't feel like that's going to be the issue as far as like, seeing where he comes back in 2 to 3 weeks or whatever. In the meantime, I feel like he'll get a lot of mental reps and he'll be able to do a lot more mentally, getting to know the playbook, getting to know different positions, things like that. So could be a blessing in disguise. Let him get a little time off. But for me, I don't really feel like it's too much to worry about because, like you said, as long as they have him healthy for the beginning of the season, that's when you really want him. You get to see him in the joint practices. You also get to see him against your DBs on a daily basis, so you know what he can do. So that's not the problem. So, and regardless, in the preseason, he's not going to play that much. So,
I mean, either way you look at it, he their best receiver. So y'all better get over it. Like Eagles fans need to chill out. Y'all ain't winning that division anyway. So
that's what I'm saying. So it's not like he need to try to fight through it because we could potentially be Super Bowl champions this year. They ain't playing for the. Let's be realistic. They're playing them for nothing this year. So
they taking fourth place. I think me, you, and Nick had them in fourth anyway with the division ranking. So
yeah,
let's be honest. Let's keep them there. Chill
take
out.
his time and heal up. He might definitely ball out this year, but definitely take his time, heal up, come back fully healthy, and he'll do his thing. But as far as winning games, I ain't gonna win that.
There's a strange signing out in New Orleans. They signed Devontae Freeman. I don't really understand it because they got the Mike Thomas drama looming, and then they got Alvin Kamara, and then they got
Latavius
Murray. What did you think Devontae Freeman's gonna do? Y'all don't need another running back, bro. Y'all need a receiver.
So for me,
bad.
How I'm looking at it as it just adds depth to their running back position. Because I feel like
Kamara gonna get overloaded, no Mike Thomas.
Yeah,
he getting worked if there's no Mike Thomas.
Definitely. So I feel like for them, it just adds depth because we know obviously Kamara's number one, Latavius Murray is this two-headed, second-headed monster coming out the backfield. And then for them, I feel like adding him, like I said, just adds depth because he can catch the ball coming out of the backfield. He's still fast, pretty quick. So I feel like all it does for them is add depth. It's not like a game-changing signing or anything like that. It's just like
something.
okay, yeah, that's a good pickup. Okay, they add depth to your running back room.
Yeah, so that's true. What do you think happens with this Mike Thomas drama that's looming? Like I don't know. I think Mike is out of there, like one way or another. I'm sad to break it to the New Orleans fans. My friend Stu, he's a big Saints fan. I feel like after what happened with the Drew Brees comment with players with the kneeling and the flag, the national anthem, and how he went about it, and then Mike Thomas's reaction to it, I feel like there was definitely probably a salty taste left in his mouth after that. Like regardless, not even about like the whole kneeling topic, but just how that all went down, and I guess it caught him probably off guard.
Yeah, at this point, like I don't know if you think he'll get traded still at this point?
Sean Payton's mad that he waited so long to get the surgery that he's getting. They said he did like a Scottie Pippen type move. He could have been got the surgery done, and then he just waited till the last minute. And it's weird because for them, they're trying to stay competitive, and they're the only team. Maybe the Panthers, big maybe, but they can challenge the Bucs if everything's rolling. So he's
rolling for sure.
Yeah, he's looking at it like, well, I get why Sean Payton's a little upset because, like, bro, like the only way we're beating the Bucs is if you out there.
That's the only way.
They ain't beating the Bucs. Like they gonna need him, Alvin, and they gonna need Taysom Hill. Like they ain't beating the Bucs if one of them three is out missing a lot of time.
Oh yeah, definitely not. They ain't got a shot in hell to win. If Mike Thomas down on the field, cancel Christmas. Ain't happening.
I can see them moving them off the fact of maybe they consider next season a wash. They get picks. That's the only way I'm looking at it. And then at that point, Cam Jordan probably on his way out too. He probably won't, but they might move some things around to get out of cap hell and just get ready for next season. Because I'm letting you know if they can't hold on, and Mike ain't playing for a while, it's a wash. Because Carolina gonna be competing for third for sure. Maybe second. maybe second if you mess around. You ain't got Mike Thomas and y'all ain't winning games.
That's definitely a reality.
Defense is still strong, but I don't know who they expecting Taysom Hill or Jameis to throw the ball to. at that point. You let Jared Cook go to the Chargers.
Yeah. I mean, you're going to have to let Jameis run quarterback and put Taysom out there. Playmaker. You're going to have to.
Taysom at tight end, Alvin in the backfield. They got Traquan Smith. Like, they still got other receivers,
Yeah.
but they don't got other receivers that are like a commanding receiver.
Yeah.
Like, hey,
they're not going to have no Mike Thomas. I don't even think they got anybody else with his size.
I don't think they got a good number 2. That's the problem. Like, your number 2 is your tight end that plays quarterback. And really, your number 2 is Alvin Kamara.
He's the dual threat, triple threat monster.
All types of threat. I've seen that man stop in the middle of the game. I think it was against Green Bay where he started walking, sped walk, and then started running. Like, what?
Yeah.
And got the end zone in it, too. That's the crazy thing. Like,
bro, he OD, bro. He is. I mean, that man can break the tackle. His balance is out of this world.
So he all over the place. So we're gonna move off of the news in the first quarter. We're gonna hit halftime. I got a questions for you. This is a Super Bowl or bust, or the season's considered a bust. I'm gonna name off some teams. You tell me if they got to get to the Super Bowl or if the season's a bust for them. So starting it off, Browns.
See, and you and Nick and everyone else who's been listening know that I'm low-key high on the Browns this year. Like, their roster, honestly, at this point, is no excuse for them not to be competing for a Super Bowl. So I'm going to say bust if they don't get to the Super Bowl. I'm going to say a bust this year.
So they consider a bust, Dog Pound don't get there.
Yeah, got to be.
Right.
I mean, it's been a drought in Cleveland. A drought. So for them to have the type of roster that they have this year, if they're not contending this year, I'm gonna say it's a bust. Personally, I'm gonna say it's a bust.
They're not contending. Baker probably ain't getting paid. I'm gonna be honest.
Oh no! If they're not competing, he's gonna be the reason why they're not competing.
I don't know if he'll be the sole reason, but he getting sole blame for sure.
Oh, he's definitely getting a lot of blame. But if you look at it, he has a plethora of weapons on offense. Their defense is loaded too. So there's no reason for them to not be competitive and to be bussing people every week. No cap.
All right, on to the next team. We got the Seattle Seahawks. Super Bowl or consider a bust?
I'm going to say it's not going to be, because low-key, like, we all know that, okay, their offense, we know they do. But defensively, they're definitely not ready to win the championship. And, I mean, they gave up a lot to get Jamal Adams. They lost, KJ Wright. They lost their corner, Shaquille Griffin.
So they're really not even in the Super Bowl or bust category. They in the playoff category.
We working on it.
Yeah,
we working on the category.
Okay. What about the Los Angeles Rams?
Oh, they definitely Super Bowl or bust. Because for that move to go get Stafford, you're saying, he's the piece we missing to go get this, because you paid this man, Jared Goff, $100 million. So for you to trade him away and bring in Stafford, a guy who, he never won.
He 0-3 in the playoffs. 0-3.
Yeah.
I'm letting you know, if they don't win, Jared Goff gonna be sitting back laughing.
Oh, definitely laughing it up. But the thing is, it's like, we know their defense, they're ready to win the championship. They've been ready for the past couple of years. Offensively, with Sean McVay and the talent they've been having on offense, I mean, good luck. So for them, definitely Super Bowl or bust. If they don't make it to the Super Bowl, it's definitely a bust. Especially, like I said, making that big move for Stafford, which is, I feel like it was a great move. I feel like McVay is going to be able to let his hair down, let him take the reins. Like, I don't have to baby the whole game. I don't have to,
listen, you should be able to figure this out.
Yeah, if this is not open, throw it to the running back in the flats.
All right, what about good old Baltimore, the flock?
I'm going to say we working on it.
Are we working on it?
I ain't going to say it's a bust, just for the simple fact that we know defensively, you guys, the biggest question is the pass rush. Offensively, the biggest question has been help for Lamar receiving. So I feel like I don't necessarily think it'll be a bust if y'all don't make it to the Super Bowl.
Okay. He being super nice about that. And what about Tennessee and the Tights?
See, they made a splash to get Julio, but they let a lot of people go this year. A lot of people.
All the corners, bro.
Oh my
all
God.
the corners.
The whole secondary goes.
They brought in Jack Rabbit and just the first round pick, and then every other corner to the left.
Then they let go of John Smith and Corey Davis. And like offensively, they're gonna be fun to watch. Like it's gonna be fun, but I think they'll be working on it too because their defense is horrible. They just gonna be like, listen, hopefully we can score 50, y'all score 49 or below, and we can win the game.
I mean, I ain't gonna lie, Kansas City set that out there that you can do that. Like
they did.
They said, hey, you got to stop us scoring. They're real arrogant about it now, but like, hey, you got to stop us. You can't stop us. Then it don't matter what you do on offense. We ain't
that
worried.
Could be true, but I feel like it's different. It's different when you have Patrick Mahomes too. I mean,
oh yeah,
man,
it's
I
way
making
different.
No look passes and just ridiculous. Man, to be out here having fun in the middle of the game. He'll be sitting here. Remember, he missed Travis Kelce because he tried to do a no look pass. He was wide open, tried to do a no look pass and missed him. Like, if you're doing that in the middle of the game, like, come on, man. Like, come on.
Exactly. All right. So, what about Green Bay, the Cheeseheads, and Aaron Rodgers?
They my number one Super Bowl bust. Like,
it gotta be.
Man, y'all been holding the glass shoe with Cinderella for how long?
Bro, to me, it's for this one. I wanted to say something about this. If they don't get to the Super Bowl, you thought this offseason was wild. Y'all better get your seatbelts. Next offseason gonna be crazy.
You think about it. Like I said, Aaron Rodgers, obviously, we all know how that situation played out. It's crazy. And this is gonna be his last year in Green Bay, regardless of how this season plays out. He out of there. Then you look at Devontae Adams. Y'all still haven't worked out a deal yet. He might be out of there.
You got Jalir Alexander. What you gonna do? You gonna pay?
Listen, my thing is, if you lose Aaron Rodgers and Devontae Adams, first of all, you lose Aaron Rodgers, that decreases your chances tremendously. But if you lose both of them, your Super Bowl window.
Oh, it's back there with the picture.
Way over there. You got no chance.
All right. So we got, what about Buffalo and Josh Allen? I'm getting real sick of this Josh Allen and Lamar debate, but Buffalo as a Super Bowl bust contender.
I'm not gonna say they're a bust because honestly, like,
I think they're more pieces away than people want to acknowledge.
Yeah, because for them, if you want to be honest about it, they're just now starting to get good because they've been like mediocre for a while. Like, we compete, but they just now started winning the division. Like, Patriots been running division for 20 years. So you got to do it consistently for me to even be like, hey, yeah, this is a team to beat. Or y'all don't make it, then it's a bust.
They need a running back and a tight end for sure. What about the Los Angeles Chargers?
They're a work in progress too.
Bet. What about Dallas? This team, man. Listen, I don't know who deemed this America's team.
Yeah, I don't want to get too far to the Cowgirls. But for them, man, it's always, these Cowboys fans who are always out here saying, we're going to win the championship this year, blah, 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 and then go 8-8. So,
hey, that's good enough to win that division. It's crazy.
This year, give them a chance to go 8-9 because it's adding another game. So, for them, all I'm going to say is, they ain't working on it, man. They got to do better.
All right. Our second part of the halftime segment. Which sophomore wideout will you take to have the biggest leap next year? Obviously, I think the obvious answer is Justin Jefferson. But to me, I don't know how much bigger of a leap he can take from last year. He could take another leap, but honestly, how much bigger of a leap can he take?
Honestly, for him, it's just dominance. Continue.
Yeah, it's just utter dominance at that point. Yeah,
it's just.
I'm going Darnell Mooney on the Chicago Bears. He only had 2 drops last season, and like I said, I think it was Week 9 when the Bears played the Steelers that I'd say Justin Fields is going to be out there already.
Okay.
Darnell Mooney gonna be smiling, having a blast.
Yeah, if
Easily.
Justin Fields is out there, he's gonna have a great year. I don't know about. We have to see about Andy Dalton because that last year with the Cowboys, we just gonna sweep it under the rug. It was a wash.
So
But
what sophomore wideout you got?
so for me, if we want to look at sophomore, I was also thinking like a Justin Jefferson. Um, but then, like you said, for him, it's just about continuing to be dominant. Um,
For him, it's so much not to just hit the slump.
yeah, for sure. And then you got guys like Brandon Ayuk.
Yeah.
Now he has Deebo Samuel coming back. He should be healthy this year.
George and you get Kittle back.
I mean,
Jimmy G should be back.
Yeah. Hey, listen.
Even if Jimmy ain't back, you got Trey.
I saw a report. They say Jimmy playing his best ball since he's been in San Francisco.
All right, let's go. All right, that's a wrap. That's a wrap on the halftime segment. We're gonna hit 4th and 5. This is an interesting segment we put in place before overtime. You know, the fan favorite. Where should the Colts look for a backup quarterback at? Who should they call? What player should they get? I'm throwing it out there. They should go hit up the Texans and go snag Tyrod Taylor. That offense, okay. it's a run heavy offense. You ain't hitting too many deep balls. I mean, you will hit what's his face? Why can't I think of nobody's name?
You talking receiver?
Yeah, short, speedy dude.
Oh, T.Y. Hill.
T.Y. Hill. Why can't I think of nobody's name today? I'm sorry, everybody. I'm so sorry. But T.Y. Hill, and you might hit him on a couple burner routes. But you got all those tight ends. You got 3 tight ends. Are serviceable, really good. Not super good, but they're pretty good. And then you got Michael Pittman, rookie last year. He's probably gonna, take a big leap.
Yeah, he should.
You got 3 running backs, and you're in a run-heavy offense. To me, they're like San Francisco of the AFC.
Honestly, all 3 of those running backs are good. Like, I would try to get something for maybe Marlon Mack. I mean, coming off the injury. I mean, you got Jonathan Taylor, who he was toting last year. So for him, the biggest thing is ball security. Not fumbling the ball, but I feel like Nyheim Hines also gives you that, he can run the ball and he can catch the ball coming out the backfield.
Different dynamic.
So maybe you go, Nyheim Hines, or you try to get something for him because you still got Jonathan Taylor on his rookie deal. So
he's a animal, bro. Ooh.
So I don't know. I mean, that's just something to throw out there. Maybe they can, bring something in for one of them players. I don't know. They stack their running back. Like,
I mean,
they stack.
There's a couple people you can call. I got Tyrod Taylor there. Maybe you call the Niners, get Jimmy. Maybe the Eagles, they don't want to name Jalen Hurts the starter. Maybe you could snag Jalen Hurts and they'll rock with Joe Flacco. Like, who knows? There's a couple pieces you can make. Probably is definitely gonna have to be an NFC team. I don't see any of the AFC teams. I don't see no AFC team with a spare quarterback. Maybe the Raiders give you Mariota. Maybe
that was my pick. That's my pick.
Maybe they'll give you Mariota, but then it's like they know you got that far with Phillip Rivers last year. So any AFC team knows, like, no, this team is dangerous. Why would we give them a quarterback?
Yeah.
Like, and then Quentin Nelson comes back earlier, and he said he was fine, but if he come back, then you're like, oh, like
even better now.
Now we got the guard back. We're just missing the quarterback, but get this, Carson Wentz is going to come back at some point. They're telling people they're telling the Colts to go get Nick Foles, have Philly 2.0 again.
Listen. They need to cut it out. They need to cut it out.
If that happens again to Carson and Nick, not saying he would win a Super Bowl with the Colts, but imagine if he just went to the Super Bowl.
Bro, that would be that would be a story, bro. That would be a story.
They could honestly make a movie off those 2 people. Easily make a movie, right?
For me, like you said, I think it'd be Marcus Mariota from the Raiders. If you had to try to go all out to get somebody who's also, could be potentially a starter, but a pretty good backup as we've seen him come in last year, Derek Carr. So peep this. So they say they're going to just stick with Brett Hundley, but Brett Hundley is 3-6 as a starter. So
the only thing they got going in their favor is that division is in who knows what. It's looking like who knows what. They're gonna have some weird games, like either low scoring, odd games that they win because Texans dumpster fire. We already count them out.
Well, the biggest threat is the Titans. So if they can stay competitive with the Titans, I feel like that'll be the biggest thing for them.
Titans got that bad defense, so we don't even know like how competitive they'll be outside of their division. You know?
Exactly. So that's one thing to look out for. Definitely is, you know, we definitely gonna have to see what they're gonna have to do at quarterback because they have to make some kind of move because who's behind Brett Hundley? So what if, you know?
It's Jason Eason. I think he's a rookie last year.
Oh,
he's from played out in Washington.
Yeah, I know you're talking about.
Yeah. So who knows what he's gonna
I didn't
do.
like him coming out of college either. So
big arm, but it's just not accurate, and pocket awareness is a little off. But we got Madden 22 dropping, big dog. Madden 22. You getting this Madden or what?
I'm getting it.
You getting it? Hey, fun fact. I told this man to get Madden. I think I paid for you to get Madden. This man got Madden.
Buy me 22.
No, I ain't buying a 22. I bought a 21.
You already got it for me.
Nah, he ain't even play it, boy. So he getting Madden. He getting Madden on his own this year.
Nah, you bought it for me, bro. I'm gonna get it when it come out.
So the real question is, what issues do you have with Madden 22 as of late, and what surprises have happened that you have seen with ratings? My issue so far is that Zach Wilson has a higher throw power than Herbert, Watson, Lamar, and Russell Wilson.
Sick of the
cap. Insane.
I'm sick of the cap. I'm sick of the cap, bro.
I don't know what they're thinking. That already got me scratching my head about the game. I love Madden, but even when I was in the Army, I went a whole stretch without buying Madden. And I feel like after this Madden, I'm probably gonna go a whole nother stretch and not get a Madden for a while.
They definitely capping. They definitely capping. I feel like you got guys that have already proven themselves, you know, in NFL situations that, I'm the guy with the arm. And you got a rookie coming in that's already over somebody like a Justin Herbert.
Ain't no way. You seen that video of Justin Herbert just launching the ball in training camp on the run, and his legs were like in the air. They looked like it was going two different directions, but he hawked it down.
The thing is, I understand in the sense of, we were looking at film from his pro day, all of this stuff, blah, blah, blah. But this is a pro day we talk about. We talking about proven, guys that are already proven themselves in the NFL and have done this at the top level that you can do it at. There's no way you put this man who haven't played a snap yet over them.
At this point, they might as well just do the remember those old Pro Bowl weekend challenges where they would just hawk the ball?
Yeah.
They need to do that. I honestly let them warm up and throw the ball around and then just see how far one of them throws. I'm actually super interested to see.
They should do that. They should do that. They should definitely do that. See who can throw the furthest because Matt and Catherine with that.
I think Josh Allen gonna win it. I think Rodgers probably be a second, and then my homeboy probably be behind him.
Yeah.
But I think Josh Allen's gonna, he's probably gonna throw.
Probably will win. I think Mahomes might be behind Josh Allen.
I don't know. I feel like A-Rod still got a flick of the wrist for sure.
I mean, he got it. I ain't saying he ain't got it, but
that's the difference.
Think he over Mahomes though.
Brady's older, right? And you can see that Brady's arm is doing. Like you see him on throws, you're like, his arm's doing. Granted, Brady is, I think, 4 years older than Rodgers?
He ain't never had the strongest arm. So
yeah, no, that's true. Rodgers still, the arm looked brand new still almost.
Yeah, but
coming off the MVP and everything.
Mahomes, baseball player too. He got a cannon.
Yeah.
I'll probably take Mahomes over Rodgers. I'll probably, if we had to bet without seeing anything beforehand, I would say I would take Mahomes over Rodgers.
All right, that's fair. So, who do you think was rated too high in the game and who was too low?
For me, it was rough because I'm sitting here with the too high. It was difficult for me. So, for me, I'm gonna start off with the too low. So, for too low, which was actually surprising, was I actually got two people. So I got Minka Fitzpatrick at an 89, and I got Josh Allen at 88. I was like,
Mika should easily be a 94. Easily. Mika in real life, I feel like it's snubbed because people get caught up in TJ Watt.
yeah.
Boy, Mika be back there ball hawking. And the crazy thing is
It's
he's a ball
crazy.
hawk, but he be slamming people. Like he's
Yes.
not just a ball hawk that can't hit. It's crazy.
It's crazy to me because they got what, like 7 safeties above him. And I'm like,
ain't no way.
Like,
There's
okay.
no way. Who else did you have?
So for too high, this one was rough because it is a couple people, but then it's like, are they too high? Just like Myles Garrett, I believe, is a 98. And I'm like, I mean, he's a beast.
But he's a freak of nature, bro. I
He
don't
is.
know. I ain't gonna lie to you. I ain't
98?
gonna lie. He might be like that. He might. I
mean, he's like that. But when I was looking at him, I'm like, okay, he's over. Okay, Khalil Mack. I can't remember what Khalil Mack is, but Khalil Mack is below him as well. So I'm like, hold on. So
I mean, I'll take Khalil Mack over him for sure. But Garrett just came off 12 sacks last year, 10 the year before, 13 and a half.
He had multiple seasons with double-digit sacks. So I mean, he's been balling, but
yeah,
I don't know. It's just for me, like when you look at it from the perspective of like you got him over Khalil Mack or you got CMC over Derrick Henry. It's like,
yeah, that's CMC over Derrick Henry. I almost made me really not buy the game because there ain't no way in any world. I don't care that people get caught up in that. You know what Derrick Henry gonna do, and we're speaking about the game, but you know what he gonna do. All he gonna do is run the ball. His catching ability ain't that great, but people don't stop it. You literally know what's gonna happen.
The thing is, he can catch the ball though. He can catch the ball.
Yeah, he ain't great. He ain't a high volume like throw him 10 passes in a game.
Oh no, he's not like CMC catching the ball, but from like a running back. Listen, easy. I'm not picking CMC over Derrick Henry.
I'm picking Derrick Henry. I ain't gonna lie to you. I'm picking Derrick Henry over every running back in the league. Like even on Madden, I'm picking Derrick Henry. If you play Madden, man, that man's a cheat in Madden. Between him and Dalvin Cook, I'm going Derrick first, but then I'm probably going Dalvin.
Right.
At least in Madden.
Is a beast. I
probably in real life.
Like I'm not, discrediting CMC because I got much love for him. He's a great running back. But I don't know, especially coming off the season he just came off of where he was hurt the whole season. Now, come on now, that's just disrespectful.
That's crazy. I got JJ Watt too high. He's 94.
He's living off
the past. Yeah. I think he's a great dude, but it's just we're being disrespectful. Because Quentin Nelson at 95 should easily be a 99. He's had 3 sacks since he's been in the league from 2018 to 2020. Only one last year. I am not giving this kid a 99. Grown ass man. It was crazy. But that's a wrap on 4th and 5. We're gonna hit the fan favorite, hit the overtime. We ain't got no Nick here today, so I guess we'll do Terrance against the fans. Y'all comment, let us know.
Y'all ain't want the smoke. Y'all don't want it.
Get at us on Twitter. Let us know how you do. We'll respond back. Honestly, I really thought Nick was gonna win this. I was hyped to do this because I was like, yes, Nick is gonna beat Terrance. Terrance ain't gonna win. Just for Nick to be moving, and then I can't get him on to beat Terrance. So let's get it rolling with the first question. Who was the Super Bowl MVP in Super Bowl 50? This is the Broncos versus the Panthers. Was it Peyton Manning, Von Miller, TJ Ward, or Emmanuel Sanders?
Won it, Von Miller? What you can say? Peyton Manning.
Peyton Manning.
The Broncos won. So.
Von Miller, TJ Ward, Emmanuel Sanders.
Definitely want Emmanuel Sanders.
You going Emmanuel?
Nah, it won't him.
Oh, okay.
It won't. TJ Ward ain't safety. He didn't win. It had to be Vaughn, bro. Because I don't.
You going Vaughn?
Because I don't know Peyton. I'm trying to remember.
Peyton ain't throw a tub that game. I'll give it to you. I think that's the game he ain't throw a tub.
I think it's Vaughn, but then, yeah, it was Vaughn.
You going Vaughn?
Yeah.
All right, yeah, you got that right. I'm letting you know Vaughn got it. He has 6
Okay.
tackles, 2.5 sacks, 3 QB hits. All right, on to the second question.
No, what's coming.
I threw 20 interceptions in 2007. Am I
Jesus
Carson
Christ.
Palmer, Jay Cutler, Brett Favre, or Tony Romo?
20 picks in 2007.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going Jay Cutler.
That's funny. It's not Jay Cutler, so
What?
I hope a fan got it right. You would think it's Jay Cutler with the names. It's actually Carson Palmer with 20. Jay threw 14. Tony threw 19. Brett only threw 15. So honestly, think about it. For me, it was either Jay Cutler or Brett Favre.
Bro,
And the
I was
fact
going Jay Cutler all day of the week. Every 7 days a week, I'm going Jay Cutler. He brought his name up. Interceptions, turnovers, I'm going Jay Cutler.
All right. So on to the third question. I threw for the most yards in 2007. Am I Tom Brady, Kurt Warner, Phillip Rivers, or Jeff Garcia?
07, 08 season?
07 season.
Come on, man. You know what the answer is. Just go ahead, roll the tape.
you going Tom?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was Tom. I think that was the year he first got Randy.
Yes, sir. Come on, man. Hey.
He threw 4,806 yards.
If I got that wrong, I would have kicked myself off the pot.
He almost threw 5, bro. He almost threw 5K. Like, what? And he doesn't have his arm was bigger then, but like he almost threw 5, and people say he doesn't have a big arm. So imagine if he threw 5K.
The thing is, my boy Randy was out there running past the rail. We was talking about.
Yeah, man. People forget that was a time. That was like a time to see like a man just run. He 5 yards in the route talking about, throw it.
Bruh.
Bro, if I'm the corner, I'm probably gonna punch him. Like I'll probably punch somebody. If you threw your hand up 5 yards in the route, 10 yards in the route at me, bro, yeah.
He wasn't even looking back at nothing. That boy said.
I'm taking the penalty for sure. I'm gonna throw you on the ground. You know what? Whatever.
And the thing is, somebody like Randy, bro, if he doing this, you gotta go to the ball. Like, did you not see him do this?
You ain't about to blatantly disrespect me. Throw your hand up. Like I ain't out here trying to guard you to begin with.
Like I shouldn't even be some slap though. It was like
exactly. Like I shouldn't even be out here trying to guard you. First of all, and you gonna throw your hand up at me? Nah. So on to the next question. I got sacked 44 times in 2007. Who am I? Donovan McNabb. Actually, this is 2008. My bad. Am I Donovan McNabb, Eli Manning, Phillip Rivers, or Joe Kitna? John Kitna. My bad, John.
I'm gonna go Phillip Rivers.
It is not Phillip Rivers. He was actually sacked 22 times. Eli was sacked 27. John Kitna was sacked 51. Donovan McNabb was sacked 44 times.
Bruh, 51 times. God, we ain't like him, boy. Jesus Christ. They ain't like that man, bro. It was hey, you got it.
That man had Stevie Wonder blocking for him.
I'm saying, it said, what?
That's crazy. All right, on to the last final question. Nick, I really think you would have beat Terrance today. Terrance only got 2 questions right.
Out of what? 4? Out of what? 5?
2 out of 4 right now.
Okay, I'm shooting 50%. We probably would have been tied at this point. We probably been tied.
All right.
We probably been tied.
I had hold on. I might call him. I might call him to get him answer the phone. I should have called him. He ain't got no service though. I had 115 receptions in 2008. Am I Randy Moss? Am I Brandon Marshall? Am I Reggie Wayne? Am I Andre Johnson? This is tough. Because I ain't put no bum in there for you to just be like, oh yeah.
I'm gonna go Brandon Marshall.
Yeah, you definitely lost. I know a fan out there beat you today because ain't no way. I know a fan, and I know Nick listening probably got you on this. It's actually Andre Johnson with 115. Randy only had 69 that year. Brandon Marshall had 104.
Man, listen, I was close, bro. I knew he was up there now. I knew he was up there.
Reggie Wayne had 82.
Listen, I was going Brandon Marshall. I ain't gonna lie, I was going Brandon Marshall the whole time.
Oh yeah, you threw the names out there for me. I'm going Brandon Marshall.
Yeah, I was going Brandon Marshall. Dang, Andre Johnson really had 115.
Andre Johnson like that. I'm sorry.
He is. I'm not. Listen, that boy was out there putting the poles on Cortland Finnegan. You hear me?
Cortland Finnegan can't live that day down there at all, bro. I done seen you gotta think we just seen a lot of people like receivers get into it. You had who was it? You had that happen.
Josh Norman and
Josh
Odell.
Norman, Odell, and that was crazy. I was shocked. We was even watching that live, like they was letting them go.
It was on site with them. Every time they saw each other, they were fighting for no reason. We just out here fighting.
Bro, you had Jalen Ramsey and Golden Tate last season. Oh, Jalen Ramsey got up in them on that, and that was personal. That was like real. They had personal issues going on. Jalen Ramsey dated his sister, is like his nephew's dad. Like they got issues going on. Like they got personal stuff. You had that. You had DeAndre Hopkins beating up D'Angelo Hall. Oh my goodness.
Oh, somebody hurt.
Wait. And bro, I don't even think Hop had his helmet on halfway through. Like I think his helmet got pulled off.
That boy hit him a double move. That boy said.
So yeah, that was the end of overtime for us today. That's we're going out. Terrance is gonna close us out with the word of the day.
Yes, sir. So actually coming with a quote from Martin Luther King himself. So the ultimate measure of a man is not where he stands in moments of comfort and convenience, but where he stands at times of challenge and controversy. So the biggest takeaway that I take from this is, in all aspects of life, honestly, you're not defined by the easy times in life. You're defined through the hard times. Because if you're somebody that is going to give up easy, okay, that might define the type of person you are. So it applies to relationships. It applies to, being a parent. It applies, I feel like, to a lot of things. So when the times get hard, what are you going to do? Barbecue a meal, dude. All the money on the line, what you going to do?
Man said barbecue or mildew. Oh my God.
What you going to do? When the smoke hit the fan, you going to barbecue a mildew. That's tough.
Bro, who told you that?
What you going to do?
Uncle David told you that, didn't he?
Listen.
Uncle David told you that, didn't he?
That's that Southern slang right there. That's that Southern stuff right there, man.
We didn't even do cover for the guys today. We did kicking it with the cousins.
Hey, listen, we out here living.
All right. Well, thank y'all for tuning in. We really appreciate it. We'll be back next week. NFL season started to get ramped up. We got preseason coming up. Season's going to be right around the corner. We'll be here every step of the way. You'll catch us every Tuesday night. We're recording. Wednesday, we're uploading it for you. Maybe family emergencies happen. Life happens. Nick moving right now. Different things occur. Just, don't judge us too much if we miss a week. Somebody ain't here type of deal. Just tune in. We definitely going to have it coming for you and give you some hot takes, give you some good info, give you good words of the days, all that. So we'll catch you later. Thanks for tuning in and see you.
Yes, sir. All I got to say is on that closing is, football back, baby. Let's go. That's all I got to say.